Just the range. You can also purify those stacks. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight into game number 3 for the final conclusion between the Red Robots and the Kings of Kings, RRQ. Let's see who is going to come out on top with a very interesting draft from both of these teams. I'm not really sure what to expect here.
Well, looking at the composition, I gotta say Game 3, very balanced. But I don't necessarily am a fan of the Valier last pick. Yes, it will definitely harass Grok in the jungle clear, in the Lord pit or Turtle pit. But the range of this Valier is gonna perhaps backfire.
Let's take a look at the emblems before we get into it. So, Lethal Ignition for Faramis, so not the Impure Reach that we're accustomed to seeing. And what else stands out?
Once we went on the trades there, what else stands out is the Valier here, the other emblems within the kit. Oh, bottom lane! Whoa. But yeah, he went for Vitality and just full tank with a basic common emblem as well. So you know that Valier here for Super Key, I think he wants to soak in a lot of damage, not just poking in the back.
Definitely just utility. I think so similar to this build that we saw yesterday.
From Rossi?
From Rossi, yeah.
Just screen Naomi.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. Oh, in the mid side, Clay here almost there. Taken down, forced to recall. Both junglers though, equal EXP, I might say.
Yeah, because the Valier is not utilized in the way that we would expect. I thought that it would be a little bit more aggressive towards Versik.
More invasive.
But this is a little bit more invasive towards Edith, to Naomi. Are they trying to mirror what Onyx were able to do yesterday? Just shut Naomi down from the early game?
Oh,
The defensive petrify.
yeah, exactly. Banana defensive petrify, super key. Recalls out of the barrier as well. Retribution battle. This time will fall to the hands of Versik. And it seems like with the amount of slows that Super Key can give, Versik opt for a rapid boots alongside Naomi.
Which makes sense. You want to try to counter that slow coming in. And it should work, but I don't know how long, right? As soon as Super Key gets that Ice Queen 1, does it negate or is it good still?
The Rapid Boots should still be able to... Oh, close. Very close. Yeah, Rapid Boots still negates a lot of the slows coming in. It's a very good choice. I think it's the best choice to go for up against this composition. The Valier's main strength is that. Naomi onward.
And Earth Shatter connects on towards Sieve. Still holds on towards that Purify. Sieve here realizes that he is going to be A-okay. Skylar out of range to follow the crowd controller.
Man, it's so oppressive. Valier for Naomi. Naomi definitely has that short range, and the fact that you can spam these skills coming in from the Valier onto him and get that mini stun going for him as well. It's so difficult for Naomi to try and look for something on the map.
Now I'm trying to look at the big picture for both of these teams. RRQ will have better neutral objective control, but Bigatron Alpha, they might actually be able to win out in the mid game. They're waiting for that power spike right now. That's why they are a bit more reluctant to commit onto neutral objectives. Usually, Bigatron, they commit neutral objectives. When they get it, they have the game. When they don't, instant lose the game.
Passive.
This time, they're trading. Look at the goal. Despite that one turtle already secured by RRQ, wait a minute, Super Ken?
Super Ken wasn't isolated, but oh, the Terrify connects and the Petrify and wall charge. It's a collapse. Another round will be used. It seems like Banana will, in the dragon form, will escape.
Ooh, that was nearly a punish onto Super Ken there. He walked into the enemy jungle from RRQ. Nearly got taken out, but in the bottom lane.
Oh, take a look at the damage. Bramble Wrath form with the help of Torn Apart Memory will take Sieve down. He pops the Purify as well, so that's a huge win for RRQ.
A massive win for RRQ. Look at the timer. I think that's more important because Versik should have a easy way to this retry.
Oh, good timing there. Retry battle again. 0 turtles here. 0 newt objective for Bigatron Alpha. Outside, Skylar forces the flicker. Good Earth Shatter. Now onward, connected on towards Moreno. Purify will be popped, but Moreno will be taken down. Super Ken. He's low. No Appraisal's Wrath. He will back off. but RRQ setting the tempo here early.
Yeah, 1,200 gold lead already. They weren't able to punish Super Ken earlier on, but how? Why does Super Ken have less of control over these objectives? As wait a minute, Versik.
Oh, good taunt. Versik caught. Clay will back off, but it seems like the damage will be enough here. Versik with the rapid boots. Will he be able to escape this time? Super Moreno.
Wow.
Ghostbusters does not connect. That is why you build a rapid boot, folks. Top side though, Super Chorizo. Solo kill question mark. Banana is going bananas in the top state line.
And just like that, RRQ take control fully of game number 3. Chorizo losing out, Shive losing out, and Super Ken losing out in the retry. To answer your question, Eterna, why is Super Ken unable to get a hold of these neutral objectives? I would just say it's a retry diff. At that point, right, both of these junglers have what it takes to go for retry. I would say Grok has an advantage if it was a wild charge. But earlier, it was just the power of nature. So both had abilities to channel or to chain retry together, and it's just a clean 50-50 win for Versik.
Oh, that's tough. How the mighty have fallen, man. Like, you wouldn't expect that from Super Ken.
Post ISF.
What is it? What is it with ISF, right? Evo's kind of faltered after ISF as well. Is it an ISF curse?
Ooh. Oh. So many curses nowadays. But you know, Shive, 1,000 gold behind of Skylar, it's not what you wanna see, definitely, for a Bruno. I think early on in game number 1 as well, we did see a bit of that, but Skylar was able to keep it more level compared to this game here. That power spike is going to hit much later for BTR.
Before this, he has Malefic Roar too, so take that in accordance as well.
Says Versik. Perfect turtle. Banana though will zone out 2 members now in the river side. Good taunt. Another round popped by both teams, but it seems like, wow. Take a look at the damage given towards Moreno. In the mid, it's a battle of clears only. No casualties. 3 turtles, though, secured by RRQ.
So what has Bigatron Alpha been able to get this entire 7 minutes, the first 7 minutes of the game? No turrets, no kills, no turtles, no nothing.
Nothing.
They're falling.
Exactly.
They got a lead though.
They got There's always a positive side for Gani, a very optimistic person. But yes, they did get a lethal, and they also had to trade it for a tier 2 tower down below. So I don't think I would necessarily say worth or value. But the main problem here is, yes, the Bruno only has Hans Claws in the 7th minute of the game, coming into the 8th, and even here, wow, Versik!
Okay, pulled.
Oh man.
So clean. Wild charge as a defensive maneuver, and they can still hold pressure in that mid lane. Let's see Super Ken though. Yeah, it's still a-okay this time for Bigatron Alpha.
And so far, the fact that in the drafting phase, they went for just full respect onto Moreno, I think it's working. Him on the Feramis right now hasn't been working too much for him. 0-1-0 KDA so far, not much of an advantage because as well, RRQ, they have their hands on the Valentina. So whatever value that the Feramis had, RRQ can naturally negate that with the IMU.
They need to try and screen right now and give Shive some space. Unfortunately, if you put more members down towards Shive, you're also kind of sacrificing the opposite side of the lane. And you know, when it comes down to sieging, I don't think Bruno can contest a Brody who is 2,000 gold ahead of him.
That's it.
That is it. Concealed play though by Naomi. Flicker as well. Committed. Super key. Pops the ult. But take a look at the nether realm to provide cover for Naomi. Versik now in the front line, stealing and also taking damage. Naomi stunned. Primal Rat form. Silence comes through. But it seems like the Black Dragon form will zone away the Bigatron members. Skylar free hitting. Skylar finding the kill. And another kill for Skylar. That's a double. And the mid lane now. Will it collapse? Good. Onward. Chorizo will be the next casualty as Skylar finds the Mega. The mid will still stand, but it seems like Skylar does not care. Basic attacking. No, good retry, but it seems like the cover will be there. The Praiser's Wrath will chunk Naomi to a recall, but it seems like Banana now will gain space as the Lord will fall to the hands of RRQ.
They're so good at buying a time to trigger all the resources coming in from Bigatron Alpha and win it in a long, drawn team fight. And the fact that now Skylar is standing at a 4-0-0, but wait a minute!
Raw charge! And the Terrify Connect Super Ken though survives! The mid lane only being the sole casualty there. Bigatron Alpha still defend with 5.
But back to that point, right? Skylar 4-0-0. He's, what, 2,600 gold ahead.
This is what we said earlier, right? When you have a 2,000 gold lead, heck, even if you just have a 500 gold lead on the Brody, it really shows. Any sort of gold lead is almost multiplied, amplified on a Brody. And here with the Heptaseas and a Malefic Roar, that in itself is a massive power spike. With a Win of Nature, now you can just go in without a care of in the world, and you'll still be able to soak in damage, disengage with your Corrosive Strike, and even your Flicker. Meanwhile for Shive, not really a lot of items already, and he's already forced to go for Wind of Nature. So Haas Claws, Berserker, usually we see more damage, but now he has to just respect. He doesn't deal enough damage to really melt the front lines down yet.
The final siege is upon us here as the Lord is marching down in the bottom top side. Bigatron Alpha going to be able to clear really well there, and RRQ have not been able to cut that base open. It's a calm before the storm, as there is still a wave in the bottom side.
See, it seems like RRQ, they understand it's just the first Lord, so it seems like they will not force and take any base turrets down. But yeah, props to Bigatron Alpha. They also held their ground very well. But the jungles now, wow, Super Ken caught with the barrier. Will they commit to this? It seems like the perp orange buff will still fall to the hands of First Six, stolen away. The damage still comes through. Power of Nature will save his life.
And right before that, right, Civ picked up a Wind of Nature. Does that help him in these team fights?
It helps him defensively. It helps him survive, but in terms of damage, he is still nowhere near Skylar. I think even nowhere near Clay at this point. BOD.
Ouch.
Skylar, so on top of the penetration that he already has with the Heptaseas and the Malefic Roar, this is where the raw damage comes into play, and Skylar will be able to melt Bigatron members. The frontliners, doesn't matter who it is, they will get melted down. And that's why Shive doesn't even have any penetration yet. I think now he's building towards that Malefic Roar. And by the time he gets it, it'll already be a bit too late, because RRQ will have many blade armors by that time to try to negate that crit damage from Shive.
Oh, that's such a tough position to be in. Like, as a gold laner, being this far behind, all you want to do is catch up to your items, but when your enemy is that far ahead and that many steps ahead, what do you expect to go for? I guess Wind of Nature will help him, definitely, right? I mean, because Torn Apart Memory, very bursty, very... Oh, wait, Naomi? Is he going to get a pick over here?
Oh, good pull. That's a deep pull, Naomi. Forced to use the Primal Wrath. Netherrealm use as well, though. Clay still holding on with the IMU of Netherrealm. But with that exchange, it's more than enough for RRQ to claim the second Lord. This one's, ladies and gentlemen, will charge.
They don't dare, they don't dare. Super Ken was so low, he had to go for a recall. RRQ just playing this very clean in game number 3.
I think very clean is a bit of an understatement there. It's clinical, right? Surgical performance from RRQ and even a rapid boots from the Brody. Wow, fully stacking it up. There are 3 rapid boots right now for RRQ. And it's for everyone who's walking, technically, right? Well, for the Black Dragon form, he's flying anyway, so he doesn't really need it. He instead goes for the tough boots to try to get more tenacity when he gets down from the flying state of that Black Dragon form. And yeah, Malefic Roar being built up by Shive now. But looking at the itemization, Skylar's building towards a DHS or a Rose Gold.
The Lord will charge in the top lane. RRQ now 8,000 gold lead though, so that is going to be tough for Bigatron to defend. That base turret number 1 will be taken out. Let's see, RRQ playing it very, very safely. Black Dragon form for a zone. Good pick out there, finding one, but the damage will be there. Netherrealm pop by both teams. Who is going to be the first one to fall? It's going to be Super Ken and Team. And one by one, RRQ, they're sieging. They're going at it, and they will win the base as well. Bigatron Alpha again will suffer another loss this week.
Here it is, Rex